Alpha Mind Power Online Live Classes by Sri Mata Vijayalakshmi Pandayan. Mobile app Alpha Mind Power.
Namaste. Are you a happy person? If I ask this question, many people may wonder what to say. Some may say, yeah, of course I am happy. But many will think for a little while because it is a question in everybody's mind. Am I really happy? And many people may feel, yeah, they may even say that, of course I could be very happy, but this one problem is there. This one person is not okay with me. So I am not happy. That is spoiling my happiness. I'm going to give you a few examples of people who came for online counseling. These days I do online counseling, so their problems, how they spoke about their life. There was this young man who had fallen in love with a lady, and he says he's been trying to get her attention for the past few months, and then finally he has spoken to her also, and she said she's not interested in that kind of a relationship with him. She said, as friends we are okay, I'm good with that, but nothing more than that. And so she kind of said no to it. So he says, from the day she rejected me like that, my happiness is gone. I am not able to eat, I don't enjoy food, I am not able to sleep, I am not able to even do my work properly. This is what he says. And this young man has completed his studies, he's got a very good job, and it is a job which is quite demanding. He has to perform well. But he says, in these last few months, my performance also has come down, and I am not able to get hold of my life. And he says, that's why I am talking to you. Then I asked him, how long have you been seeing this girl? He said, could be around 5 or 6 months. So then I asked him, what kind of a person were you before 6 months? Then he said, oh, I was such a jovial person, I was such a happy person. I always used to smile and make people smile, make everyone happy. Life was going on so well for me. Any problem, anything, I was able to take it very easily. But today, because of this rejection, I am not able to take anything easily. I am not able to do anything. I am not able to function. My happiness is gone. This is what he said. Then I said, now think about it. 6 months back, you were fine. You were very happy. But after that, this girl came into your life, and only because she said she's not interested in an intimate relationship with you, all your happiness is gone. So who is holding the key to your happiness? It is that lady. The key to your happiness is not with you. Now you are depending completely on her to make you happy. That's not going to work in life. So this is, and when I said that, he started thinking about it. He said, yes, I can understand now what I have done to myself. So that is how it was. Then the second example is that of a lady. She is married for about 4 years, and she's got a small child. Husband is a very good person. He is very good. She says, he's very good. I cannot really say he's a bad person, because nothing like that. He goes to work, he comes back, he takes care of us. Whatever I want for the house, he immediately gets it for me, and he is very affectionate with the child also. Everything is fine. But she says, somewhere in the last maybe couple of years after the child came, she says, I feel that he is not spending time only with me. He's not interacting with me. He's not sharing much with me. He comes back home in the evening, and he just plays with the child for a little while. After that, he has his food, and then he's either in front of the TV or in front of his laptop or with the mobile phone, and then he's like busy with his work. She says, somewhere I'm feeling that I'm losing my identity. I don't know what I'm doing, and I've lost interest in everything. She says, I feel lost. She says, because he is not very close with me these days, I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like doing anything at home. I'm doing everything on a kind of, automatic way. I'm not even thinking about it. Then she says, there's no happiness in my mind. So once again, you see, she's lost that key to her happiness, and it is with her husband. Definitely, the relationship between husband and wife is such that one should make the other happy. There's no doubt about it. But that is not a reason to completely lose your happiness. So I said, yes, I agree, your expectation that he should make you happy and spend time with you and be more maybe romantic with you, all that, it's not wrong. It's definitely not wrong. But if he is a little preoccupied with his work, you can try to make him change. I'm not saying you should not do that. You should. In fact, you should do that. But if he's not like that, if you say that you've lost your happiness completely, that is not right. One cannot depend so much on another human being to make you happy. It doesn't work that way. I said, if you look at your life, otherwise it's absolutely good. So why don't you think of making yourself happy with your own, activities? Then she started looking at it in a slightly different way, and that was better for her. So that is another example. Then we come to parents. I met a couple who were quite elderly. They were talking about their son. They said, we gave birth to him, we brought him up, we educated him, and we got him married. Now he's got his own house, he's bought a flat, and with his wife and child, they are staying there. What they say is, we have lost our happiness completely because he doesn't call us every day, he doesn't talk to us, he doesn't even inquire about us. Then I asked them, do you go there to see the grandchild? They say, yeah, we go there once in a week or so. And when we go there, he's very good, he talks very nicely with us, there's no problem at all. So that way it is okay. And once in a way, they also visit us and they are okay. That is not a problem. But they say, since we both are alone here, we keep expecting him to call us every day. That's not happening. So we feel we have lost our happiness completely. Then I started explaining to them that, see, he has his own set of problems or his own set of things to think about. He has to look after the child, look after the family, and then his own work also. So there may be so many things running in his mind, and he may not be able to think of calling them every day. See, it is good if a son can call up and talk to his parents, elderly parents, make them happy. It's very good. But if he cannot do it, if he's preoccupied, then the parents should not mistake. The parents should not say that we will be happy only if he talks to us every day. Then it becomes too much of an expectation, and the entire key to their happiness is now lying with the son. That is not a very healthy situation. I explained it to them and I said, see, you go there and you're happy, and when they come here also you're happy, and that is happening on a weekly basis. And I asked them, how about your life? Are you comfortable? They said, we are very comfortable. We have our income, pension is there, and a good house is there. We have help also. So nothing. We are absolutely okay that way. We are well taken care of. It's only that we keep looking forward to our son calling us. Then I told them that, see, you do not have to do that. Everything is good for you. That is the most important. Everything is good for you. It's a good life. But you are unable to enjoy your life only because of your expectation from your son, which he is not able to, hold on, or he is not able to fulfill completely. But you must understand that the key to your happiness need not be lying with your son always. You can hold the key to your happiness with yourself. Make yourself happy in many different ways. They started looking at it a little differently. Then coming to children. Many times parents, even on online counseling these days, children are also at home. So sometimes they bring their children for the counseling, and I talk to the child, supposing it's a little grown up child, 13, 14, 15 years, I talk to the girl or boy, and most of the time what they come up with is, they say, see, I am totally frustrated because my parents are always, caught up with their own problems. Earlier, my mother used to be more attentive to me. When I come back from school, my mother used to smile at me, talk to me. But these days, she's all the time caught up in her own problem. Both of them have their work also. So they don't even look at me, and I'm just left to entertain myself. So I feel very much, totally ignored. I'm unhappy. All my happiness is gone. That's how the child talks. And because of that, the child is not able to study, not able to sleep, not able to eat, very angry, throwing tantrums. All this is happening. All because the child feels the parents are neglecting me. So the key to the child's happiness is lying with the parents. It's not wrong to expect that. But if it is there, fine, you can enjoy it. If the parents are very attentive, the child is happy. But if it is not there, a grown-up child should also understand that, okay, parents have their own set of problems. Let me also find my own balance. So you take back that key to your happiness, and then you become a happy person. It is possible. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, another example of a lady. She is working in a very big concern, a very responsible position, a very good post that she holds. And a lot of work is given to her, and she is very intelligent and smart. She herself told me, she said, I can do this very well. So I do whatever work is given to me, I fulfill their expectations. I do very well, extremely well, in fact. And she says, but everything else is okay. Even at home, things are all right. I don't have a problem. But somewhere I am unhappy. My happiness is gone, she says. I said, why? She says, no matter how well I work, how well I submit my whatever projects or assignments, she says, the boss is not totally happy. He knows that I do it well. Sometimes he tells me, yeah, you have done really well. That one word is there. But when there is a meeting in front of others, he does not acknowledge, he does not appreciate. She says, every moment that is running in my mind, and I am reaching a level of frustration, she says, that when I go back home, that anger and frustration is coming out on my husband, on my children, on the people who are working for me at home, and the whole atmosphere becomes bad. She says, I don't know what to do. And why is that atmosphere becoming bad? Is there a problem at home? She says, no. My house is very nice. I mean, husband is good, children are good. I have no problem with anybody. She says, but why am I like this? It is because she has also lost the key to her happiness and given it to her boss. So her entire mindset is only expecting that appreciation from him. If it comes, it's very good. I'm not saying it's not good. It is very good. But if it is not there, she should also learn to understand that, okay, he also knows that her work is good, exemplary, and he has appreciated it in the past. If he's not doing for every bit of work that she's doing, it doesn't matter. She should be happy with her own confidence that yes, I am doing my work very well, and that will put her in a different frame of mind, which means she is getting back the key to her happiness, and when she goes home, she can be a very happy person. So this awareness, if one can find a way to hold the key to their own happiness so that you can be happy with yourself, you can make yourself happy, then life becomes very good. Needless to say, all of us have expectations from someone or the other in our life, or maybe from 2-3 people also in our life. It is not wrong, but when the expectation is not fulfilled, one should also learn to understand that just because this one person is not talking to me properly, I need not spoil the entire life that I am living with all the other people in my life. I can still accept this and understand it and still be happy with the rest of my life. If the rest of the life is all right, then why should I make myself unhappy because of one person? Why should the key to my happiness lie with that person? If you start thinking like that, you will take back the keys that you have given to others, the keys to your happiness, hold it with yourself, live as a very happy person. That's the best way to live.